Have you ever opened your BAS, looked at the amount owing, and thought, there's absolutely no way that's right? Maybe you were expecting a few $100s, but instead, it's several thousand. Or maybe business has been a bit quiet lately, so you're wondering how on earth you owe so much. The good news is, a high BAS doesn't automatically mean you've made a mistake. In fact, there are a handful of really common reasons why your BAS can end up so much higher than expected. The problem is, if you don't understand why your BAS is high, it's very easy to panic. I've seen business owners delay lodging because they're hoping the amount will somehow change. Others think their accountant has done something wrong. And some even dip into the GST they've collected to cover everyday expenses, only to be caught out at BAS time. So, before you assume something's gone wrong, let's go through the biggest reasons your BAS might be higher than you expected. By the end of this video, you'll know the 7 most common reasons your BAS bill increases, how to spot which one applies to you, and how to avoid nasty surprises and in future quarters. Let's jump into it. This is probably the biggest one. Every time you invoice a customer with GST, you're collecting money on behalf of the ATO. Let's say you send an invoice for $5,500. Only $5,000 of that is actually your income. That extra $500 belongs to the government. The problem is that money lands into your bank account alongside everything else. If you don't separate it, it starts looking like spending money. Before you know it, BAS time arrives and you've already used the GST to pay wages, suppliers, or buy equipment. One of the simplest habits you can build is transferring the GST portion into a separate savings account each time you're paid. That way, the money is waiting for you when your BAS is due. Another reason your BAS might be higher is the accounting method you're registered for. If you're reporting on a cash basis, you pay GST when the customers actually pay you. If you're reporting on an accrual basis, you pay GST when you issue the invoice. Here's an example. Imagine you invoice a customer for $22,000 on the 29th of June, but they don't pay you until August. If you're on an accrual basis, that GST still appears in your June BAS, even though you haven't received the cash yet. If you're on a cash basis, it wouldn't appear in your BAS until they actually pay you in August. So, understanding which reporting method you're using makes a huge difference when you're planning cash flow. Many businesses don't earn the same amount every quarter. Think retail businesses around Christmas, tradies after major weather events, tourism businesses during school holidays. If one quarter is much busier than normal, you'll naturally collect more GST. More GST collected usually means a larger BAS payment. Sometimes nothing has gone wrong at all. Business has simply been better than usual. And while that's great news, it does mean planning ahead so the BAS doesn't become a surprise. A lot of business owners focus only on GST, but your BAS often includes PAYG withholding as well. This is the tax you've withheld from your employees' wages. You're holding that money for the ATO until you lodge your BAS. So if you've recently hired staff or given pay rises or increased some employee hours, your PAYG withholding may have increased significantly. That can make your BAS much larger, even if your GST hasn't changed very much. Then there's PAYG Instalments. This catches a lot of business owners off guard. Unlike PAYG withholding, this isn't a tax you've taken from your employees. It's a tax towards your own expected income tax. The ATO often adds PAYG installments once your business reaches a certain level of profitability. So suddenly your BAS isn't just GST anymore. Now you're paying future income tax as well. That's one of the biggest reasons many people suddenly notice their BAS doubling. Sometimes the BAS itself is perfectly correct. The bookkeeping was just behind. Maybe your bookkeeper finally received a pile of supplier invoices. Maybe several months of bank transactions were coded correctly just before lodging. Or perhaps old sales hadn't been entered previously. When everything gets caught up in one quarter, it can make that BAS look unusually large. The important thing is keeping your bookkeeping current throughout the year. It spreads everything out much more evenly and gives you a clearer picture of what you're actually going to owe. Finally, one big sale can dramatically increase your BAS. Imagine you're a cabinet maker. Normally, you invoice around $20,000 per month. Then, one month, you complete a $150,000 commercial fit out. That one project alone creates a significant amount of GST. Your BAS jumps dramatically, even though it's just one exceptional sale. The business is actually doing well. The BAS is simply reflecting that extra revenue. So, if your BAS is much higher than expected, don't automatically assume something has gone wrong. It could simply be because you've collected more GST, you're on the accrual method, business has been busier than normal, your PAYG withholding has increased, PAYG installments have started, your bookkeeping has caught up, or you've had one large, great sale. Understanding why your BAS changes is one of the easiest ways to improve your cash flow and avoid those stressful surprises every quarter. If this video helped you understand your BAS a little better, give it a like and subscribe for more simple bookkeeping and tax tips for Australian businesses. Please remember that the information in this video is general in nature and isn't intended as personal tax or financial advice. Always consult a registered tax professional regarding your specific situation. And if you've ever opened your BAS and nearly fallen off your chair, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story.